The 14th annual New York Indian Film Festival. For the past 14 years, it is not only the largest, but the oldest film festival of South Asian cinema worldwide. Today we shall have the opening night, the red carpet gala, with amazing celebrities such as Anurag Kashyap, Aparna Sen, Gurinder Chadha, all the way from the UK. Interviews, industry panels, celebrities, parties, networking events, all that live.
Equal love square is like a mathematical equation, and this is a story of a painter. So he, in his frustration, start painting, and in the painting the images morph, and he thinks that she is telling me how she died. So he followed the painting and he found the murderer. It's a murder mystery, more like a psychological thriller, very Alfred Hitchcockian style.
We were both kids who were obsessed about getting into Ivy League schools. We used to, recreationally talk about SAT scores and GPAs. The film's really addressing this sort of college rat race that's going on nowadays, where kids are sort of sacrificing real passions just to gain admission into the top universities. Once again, we're really excited to be at the festival. This is actually our first film festival ever.
Absolutely, and this is already incredible.
Yeah,
so.
Absolutely.
I think this is a film on a very contemporary, relevant issue. It's a daughter and father story. The father is an old Sanskrit scholar, now having Alzheimer. The film is not about Alzheimer. The film is about human beings. And in this case, it's a daughter and a father. And daughter losing father for a few hours, who is having Alzheimer. And that brings panic to her. And through this experience, what do we learn? New things about life and love and death.
New York Indian Film Festival because it's the oldest film festival in North America for Indian movies, and my film is called Suleimani Kida. Suleimani Kida is a slang from Mumbai, where I belong, and it basically means pain in the ass. So this film is about two friends who are writing partners in Bollywood films, and 3 days in their lives when sudden changes start happening in their lives. So it's a comedy, it's a slacker comedy.
My documentary film, An American in Madras. The thing is that, see, there were other foreigners also who worked in India in the period. There was Franz Austin for Bombay Talkies, but they were well known. The fact that Ellis Duncan worked in the Tamil industry, I think he made his story a little more fascinating, and it was a little more difficult to get into because, again, when we look at Indian cinema, Hindi comes first. So I think Duncan got a little bit of an unfair thing because, that he worked in the Tamil industry, but his work is no less.
It's anyone who identifies as being American. It's a story about a Sikh immigrant couple who've just moved to the US, and it's the 4th of July, and they have sort of an unpleasant racist encounter, but the wife turns the situation around. Yeah, so the film has a really interesting ending. It has a twist in the end, and the basic gist or the essence of my film, the intention that I had in making it was that you can't really do anything about other people's ignorance, but what you can do is change your reaction to their ignorance, because that's the only thing you have control over. So.
Zinda Bhag is a film from Pakistan. It was Pakistan's official entry to the Oscars 2014, and it's a film about 3 boys from Lahore who are wanting to change their sort of everyday life, and it has a background of illegal immigration. Well, as I said, the film is set against the theme of illegal immigration, which you may know is a very big thing in Punjab, both in Pakistan and in India. So that's actually the theme it's exploring. It's looking at why young men think that they need to take all these risks to change their life. What is it about their everyday life that makes them want to, take such huge risks? So that's basically the theme of the film, and of course, therefore, there are lots of ups and downs in the film.
Here with my film Gulabi Gang, which is a documentary about a group of women who are working in central India against oppression of women and other injustices. And this is a film which looks at the leaders of this group, including Sampath Pal, who's a charismatic leader, and now she has like 400,000 women members of this group. In this group.
Short film given to the night in the festival? Sure, so it's about a family going through grief and then learning how to communicate together again after a traumatic experience. It was about a 4-day shoot, but then it was, about 4 to 5 months of prep before and then about 5 months of post-production after.
Hi, I'm Anurag Kashyap. It's a thriller. It's a thriller like India has not made before. And I don't think I would have got to make it. It's like, I just sneaked it in. I'm very happy coming here all the time. Every time I come here, I feel very good. I love the city, I love the festival, I love the people here. It's nice.
You see, it's a thriller directed by Anurag Kashyap, so you will definitely get it. There's something more to it than just being a mere thriller. Of course, it's engaging and it's interesting and it's new age cinema.
Bargee on the Beach is a film about a group of Indian women who go to the seaside on a day trip, and various things happen, various secrets get uncovered and various alliances are made, but it's in the tradition very much of British social realism cinema. And I saw it quite recently and it holds up. After 20 years it still holds up, I think.
A person goes through after, losing someone, breakup, all of that stuff. I think we all kind of go through that bad breakup or losing somebody that we're really close to. So the film is kind of my take on that. It's a comedy, and it's a short.
Yes, I'm always late. The movie's called Late Late. So this is my apology for everyone, all my friends or ex-friends, and my parents and relatives, or yes. To be honest, I've been wanting to work with a writer. He's an amazing writer named Charles Bow, and we came up with this idea of like, well, what's New York about? And New York is like you have control. It's overwhelming about some things, but then there's some things that you don't have control with. Traffic being one of them, subway being one of them. Exactly, and I think there's a universality to it. I think guys relate to it and be like, yeah, that's me. Girls will be like, yeah, that's you. So there's a universal funness, and I wanted to capture that, and share it. It's definitely a very New York film.
My name is Atul Kumre. I'm the regional director of Kingfisher UB Group. We're very excited to be part of this film festival. For last 7 years, Kingfisher has been part of it to celebrate the Indian arts and the film industry. I would say the culture, the two continents, rather, between between Indian subcontinent and the Americas. Arun Shivdasani and her team does a phenomenal job, and I would like to congratulate them for an excellent work which they do. Thank you.
If you're a fan of things like but very, very British humor, very, wouldn't say offensive, a bit of cutting edge humor, like Four Lions, The In-Betweeners. 3 Shades of Brown is the kind of show you'd want to watch. It's about 3 Brit-Asian young men of very, very different kinds. 3 stereotypes actually, the coconut, the freshie, and the rude boy. And basically what it hopes to do is build up those stereotypes but break them down.
This is our 14th annual New York Indian Film Festival. It is a quantum leap from anything we've done before. We have 5 theatres this year with films running simultaneously. There are films from all over the Indian subcontinent, Nepalese, Bangladeshi, Sri Lankan, Indian, Pakistani, films from England, from India, from all over the United States. Those are the diaspora films. And we've got within India, Bengali, Marathi, Malayalam, Tamil. We've got all sorts of films, and I do think that all the films have subtitles. They are all we've got lots of industry panels, we have discussions, we have directors' talks. This is a really meaty festival. It's a huge festival. It lasts the entire week, and it is every day on 5 screens. So I do think that both the children, there's a children's afternoon, as well as adults, as well as not only Indians, but mainstream Americans will learn a lot about India, about Indian film, about real India, about different aspects of India.